I cannot say we're here to stay, but it's very clear. It's not only north and south. East, I always say that east and south, roughly about 220 seats, is starting from Bihar. Don't count Bihar in north. In Bihar, BJP's vote share is never crossed 25%. Last time they have won only 17 MPs. So if you take Bihar, Bengal, Odisha, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, these 220 seats, BJP gets only about 45 seats, despite their success in Bihar, despite their success in Bengal, despite their doing better in Odisha. But what is happening is because they are completely sweeping north and west, these 200 seats or 180 seats which are anti-BJP member parliaments, they are of no use. And hence, if Congress plus these 3-4 key anti-BJP formations, if they are able to win even 100 seats in west and north, the game will change overnight. Because then these 200 MPs who anyway are winning as non-BJP MPs, they come into play.
But you would agree that at the moment it looks extremely unlikely that the opposition can win these 100 seats in west and north.
It's very difficult.
Very difficult.
It's very difficult.
Impossible?
And more, I wouldn't say impossible, but more worrying sign is that BJP knows this data as much as you and I know. Probably they know more than us. And hence you see the BJP's effort and their organizational focus is completely on east and south. Look at the number of trips Mr. Modi has done to Tamil Nadu and Kerala compared to, say, Madhya Pradesh or Rajasthan. In outside election time, all his visits are to Tamil Nadu, to Kerala. Look at the effort Amit Shah puts in building Telangana and Bengal. People are not paying attention. In Telangana, BJP got 14% vote. That's a very good launching pad for a party like BJP to take on Telangana. Similarly, in Tamil Nadu, I see BJP getting into double-digit vote share this time. Make no mistake, they will, anything between 7 to 12, 15% vote is possible for BJP in Tamil Nadu. In Kerala, they are already there in around 10% vote. So while BJP is investing in their weak areas, opposition is not able to hold either their strong areas or get into the new areas where they need to work on. So I don't see any party, whether it's SP or say NCP or RJD or Congress, which is the biggest party in the north and west, investing in rebuilding, re-energizing, taking a new approach to rebuild their party in these states.
You know, you've given us a nice broad national picture, but I for a moment want to look at your home state, since that's the one you've been traveling through extensively over the last 15 months, your Jan Suraaj experience. As you travel, do you see a mood for change among voters? Do you believe that voters in a state like Bihar also want change, want a better life? Because one of the other distinctions between India is the India which is growing at a much faster rate, mainly Peninsula India, and an India which is growing at extremely slow rates, still has high rates of joblessness. Are these real issues before the people that lead them to believe they want political change?
Rajdeep, it's a common sense. Who doesn't want a better life? It's a question of what defines better life for you. These states like Bihar, the aspirations have been crushed so low that getting 5 kg free ration is fulfilling of the aspiration. Getting 500 rupees pension is an fulfilling of an aspiration. Maybe in Karnataka you have to pay 2,500. But to say that fundamentally people in Bihar doesn't want good life is, I think, is a very derogatory statement to make. Whether it's for Bihar or UP or Odisha, you have to be in their shoes to understand what their life is, how difficult the life is. You are talking about better education, GDP, growth, this, that. People are not getting to eat. People are not, they don't have house. In Bihar, for example, the old age pension is 400 rupees. Just imagine sitting in Delhi. In 400 rupees, the poor woman or a man has to live whole month. His eating, his household, everything is covered in that 400 rupees.
No, which is precisely what I want to know. If it remains an area of darkness, why is it in the last 30 years it's been dominated only by two figures, either by Lalu Prasad, Nitish Kumar? In a way, Nitish Kumar has shown up the entire system. He can go with RJD one day, BJP one day, but Nitish Bihar ki ek tarah se majburi hai.
Yeah, no. It's because the two mainstream large parties who should have taken the responsibility of helping the states like Bihar, namely the Congress and BJP, both in the interest of getting more MPs in Delhi, they have sacrificed the interest of people of Bihar. It's like what we call the resource crush in Africa. The more mines, more minerals you have, more is the loot. Similarly, what has happened to UP and Bihar? These states have been seen by national parties or national formations as the states from where you get the maximum MP. So their predominant focus is how to get the maximum MPs from Bihar or UP. So what happened when Congress was in power? As sensible economist, as executive like Prime Minister, even he could not think out of box to do something for Bihar, because all they were interested in that with the help of Lalu Yadav, get some 20-25 MPs to run the government in Delhi. In return, if Lalu wanted to run the government he wanted to run the way he wanted to run in Bihar, they overlooked, they closed the eyes. The same thing, unfortunately, BJP is doing vis-a-vis Nitish Kumar. They are quite aware that Nitish Kumar is doing nothing. They are quite aware that Bihar is the most poorest and the deprived state even today after 15 years of coalition government of BJP and Nitish Kumar. Make no mistake, out of 18 years of Nitish Kumar as a CM, 15 years he has been CM with BJP. But BJP is completely willing to overlook it because they don't want to take the risk of not getting that 30-35 MP seats. So they are sacrificing the interest of people of Bihar, the children of Bihar, because they want 30 seats from Bihar.
But do you believe that caste-based parties or regional parties that are run around a family or around an individual like a Nitish Kumar, are they reaching exhaustion point? Do you believe a stage will come where in the next 10 years people will look for alternatives, or are regional parties here to stay? You've told us Congress you believe is on the decline, but are regional parties here to stay?
Yeah, so I would make a sweeping comment that there is like a curtain wall that, from today onwards there will be no regional party, no caste-based party. It's a cycle. What goes up will come down. If BJP comes down, whoever is a strong force there, whether it is a regional party or Congress, they will gain. If KCR is a regional party, he declined, Congress was there, they benefited. So whoever is there on the ground, whether you are a national party or a regional party, whether you are a caste-based party or a religion-based party, if you are there, you are fighting, people see yourself around, you stand a chance, because the other person who is ruling, if he falls, you are there to benefit from it.
But is caste still very, very dominant? I'm not just looking at Bihar, but across the country. Prime Minister also projects himself interestingly as an OBC face. I mean, this OBC politics, Nitish Kumar tried to play caste census, it didn't really work. Rahul Gandhi has echoed caste census, not worked. And on the other hand, the Prime Minister plays the OBC card.
But I'm glad you are saying at least, because for months you guys have been telling this caste census is going to be the second mandal and this and that. And I've been telling it on ground, there is no resonance to it.
No resonance at all.
No resonance. Why? Because in politics, you can play one thing only once in lifetime. You can't do it again and again. Caste thing, once mandal done, dusted, people who benefited, people who suffered, has done. Now you cannot redo it. Nitish Kumar tried doing it. Very quickly he realized that it's not resulting into any electoral gain. So that's why he has gone back to BJP. Caste is an important factor, no doubt about it. If you do politics in India, you must understand this reality that caste is one of the major factors. But caste is not the only factor. Make no mistake, caste is not the only factor. Look at the states where we talk about the caste politics most, which is UP, Bihar. Today in UP and Bihar, BJP is getting the maximum vote, both states. In these states, you go and talk to anyone, they say, no, we are not voting for BJP, we are voting for Mr. Modi. How many people of Mr. Modi's caste live in UP and Bihar? So if we are saying that everyone in Bihar and UP are voting only basis caste, then who is voting for Mr. Modi in UP and Bihar? They are definitely not voting on the basis of caste. So there is caste angle, there is Vichardhara / Hindu factor, Hindu-Muslim factor, the religion aspect. The third is this Labharti, governance, whatever you call. And fourth is your own electoral muscle, the organization, your ability to convert your support into vote.
But what does Mr. Modi, according to you, embody today? What does he embody that, on the other hand, Rahul Gandhi does not?
See, there are many, depending on who you are. For many, Mr. Modi is a self-made man and Rahul is a dynast. That itself is a reason for them to go for Mr. Modi.
You believe that is still there? The Kamdar, Namdar narrative still runs?
Yes, I'm saying nobody can say how much, but I'm saying this, if you put 10 people in room, who are voting for Mr. Modi versus Mr. Rahul Gandhi, and you'll ask, why are you voting for Mr. Modi? I'm sure 2 or 3 will say this issue, that he is a self-made man and Mr. Rahul Gandhi is a dynast. There are 2, 3 who will say that Mr. Modi is honest, he is not corrupt, Mr. Congress party is corrupt. Under Gandhi's, they have run a corrupt government. There are third element which people will say that under him the Hindu resonance is happening. So Hindutva is there, self-made man is there, incorruptible is there, he's a hard-working, decisive person, he's bringing glory to India. All those aspects. We cannot say only one aspect. So different people find different reasons. But put together these 8, 5, 6 issues which build Mr. Modi's persona or the brand, which allows people to say, okay, for this reason I want to be with Mr. Modi.
So as we come to the end, I want to look into the future. 10 years from now, Mr. Modi, who's been this dominant personality, will be in his 80s. Do you still see a Modi-centric, BJP-centric, Hindutva-centric polity, Congress declining, and maybe a new political force emerging?
I don't know about 10 years, but it would be very difficult for BJP to continue dominating beyond, 5 years or so, because that would mean like going beyond 15 years of ruling country. But what I see is BJP as a party, as a political formation, is going to be one of the dominant force around which the politics will revolve in 20, 30 years at least, like it was in case of Congress. Again, I must clarify, this doesn't mean that a lot of people think that they start saying that I'm saying that BJP cannot be defeated. Even if BJP is defeated, BJP will be the central political force around which the polity will move for another 20, 30 years at least. Somebody will emerge, somebody will defeat them for sure. In next 5 years could be done, could be 10 years it could be done. I don't know about the timeline and who will defeat. But
no, would it be the Congress or a new political force in your view, or regional parties?
No, it has to be a Congress in a new form, which...
What do you mean by Congress in a new form? New leadership or new form?
No.
What does new form mean?
Ideologically, one side is this right to center, another is the left to center. So left to center space is dominated today by Congress, and the Congress has to reincarnate itself and come in a manner where it takes the dominant vote share of the left of center, which still is bigger than right of center.
So you don't see the likes of Arvind Kejriwal and all emerging to occupy that space?
You remember 2-3 years back, we had this discussion post Bengal, and I told you it's literally very difficult, because in last 100 years, this country has seen only 2 pan-India parties. It takes time. It takes 20, 30 years for you to build party, to reach the national. Taking a technical national party status is not same as being a national force, national political force. So for BJP, it has taken more than 50 years. Make no mistake, they started as Jan Sangh, and they went to up to 50 seats. Then 30 years of decline. Then they repositioned themselves at BJP. That took them another 10 years for them to become a national force. So I'm not somebody who would say that Congress is going to finish. The Congress in some form or other will remain the dominant force opposing the BJP's ideology and what BJP represents.
In a way, you're offering hope to Rahul Gandhi and the Congress. Stay the course.
I'm not saying Rahul Gandhi, I'm saying Congress, the space, left of center. I'm saying that in this country, left of center space is not going away. And broadly, that's what Congress claims to represent ideologically. So if Congress were to regroup, re-energize, represent them, reposition themselves, there is a denominator. There is a denominator to take.
Final question, where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself now, what has happened in Bihar, opening up the possibility of a third force by 2025 Vidhan Sabha, where this duopoly of Lalu and Nitish may finally be over? Do you really see the emergence possibly for someone like you who can challenge this? Or do you believe it's very difficult to scale up or go on from a political strategist to building a party?
Rajdeep, I'm in Bihar for last 2 years. I'm not planning to go Bihar because something has happened in Bihar yesterday. 2 years, I have left everything and I am stationed in Bihar, moving village to village. And what I see and what I have learned and seen, observed in the last 2 years gives me full conviction that Bihar is just there to change. And you would be surprised the kind of change India is going to see coming from Bihar in their assembly election, not in the Lok Sabha, but in assembly elections. You have to give a year, because people are, as I told you, they are not looking at India. People in Bihar, they are looking to sort their issue out, and that would be reflected in the Vidhan Sabha election.
So you're very interestingly telling me that in a way, your hope is that even if 2024 Lok Sabha is almost a done deal, the state elections are becoming increasingly wide open, and that's the real contestation that will take place in the next few years.
If I'm in an opposition space, I would fight with all the might the Lok Sabha, but I would not lose the hope, and I would start preparing for each of the Vidhan Sabha, be it Maharashtra, be it Haryana, be it Bihar, from today, not after Lok Sabha. But what will happen? They will lose suppose they lose Lok Sabha, then 3 months they will go in oblivion, then comes the Vidhan Sabha election, then they will say there is no time left. But if, it's like the first line of fight is Lok Sabha. You must start preparing your second line and third line, and the real power, political and otherwise, rests with the state, winning the states. So that is where the hope is, and that is where opposition should put their focus on.
It's interesting you're saying this, because I recall in 2021 when I had interviewed you during the West Bengal elections, you had said that if the TMC loses, India could be heading towards single-party democracy. Now you're telling me multi-party democracy is alive and well, certainly at the state level. Indian democracy has not been taken over by one leader or one party.
I'm saying the same thing. Unless, so long the states are, even if you lose Lok Sabha elections again and again, but so long you hold your ground in the states, India is democracy, its texture, its multipolarity are going to stay. And that is very important, that even if you are not able to necessarily win Lok Sabha, don't give up hope, fight with all what you have, make sure that you don't lose the states. Maybe there is no opportunity for you to win Lok Sabha, but you have enough opportunity to win your state. Win that and the tide will turn.
Okay. Prashant Kishor, for having given us a sense of what you believe is the big national picture as well as the state picture in this huge election year of 2024. Thank you very much for speaking your mind.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.